show at the weekend where you've got, I think, 5 fighters involved.
Yeah, 4 in the home corners and 1 in the way. Top of the bill, obviously, Josh Warrington, who's got a really big fight against the unbeaten Dennis Seelan, who's a good fighter. You know, I'd experience with him before because we took Isaac Lowe over to Denmark to fight him, and it's not an easy fight for Josh, but I think the carrot dangling at the end of it, which will be to fight Lee Selby for the world title, is enough to motivate Josh to come through this, and I'm expecting a top performance off him. I've seen his sparring with Zelfa, who's on the bill as well, and that's been, I mean, you pay to watch the sparring with them too, and I don't think Dennis will bring anything more than what Zelfa's been bringing, and I'm expecting a top performance off Josh on Saturday night.
Well, there you have, you mentioned him, Zelfa Barrett. Little step up for
him.
First proper title for him.
Yeah, first title for him. Yeah, he's fighting for the English title. Yeah. Say everyone's talking about what a hot prospect Zelfa is, and I think on Saturday night he'll show it as well. And the performance that we're expecting from him on Saturday night will get the tongues talking, and bigger and better things for Zelfa after Saturday.
This show's in conjunction with Frank Warren. So is this going to be on BT Sports? This one?
Well, it's not my show. It is Frank Warren's show.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So is
it
going to be in conjunction with BT though? This one?
It's on BT. It's not on Box Nation. Right. It's on BT. But you know, if you're a Box Nation subscriber, you get the BT shows free. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So.
Well, no, it's just that obviously it opens the door to more people, doesn't it, with it being on BT?
Yeah.
Football.
Yeah, I mean, if people have got BT, they get the Box Nation free as well. So I'm hoping it gets a good audience on the TV as well as at the gate. And
you've got a couple of young lads on there. I think Reece Mould is.
Yeah, Reece Mould. He's 6-0 now, Reece, and he's fighting a good kid from Ireland. So he's not got an easy fight, but you know, he's been sparring Josh, Isaac, and obviously there's Jack Daniels now we'll speak about in that gym, and they're all getting better through that in-house sparring. And just going back to Reece, you know, Reece has come on a ton because of the sparring he's been getting in there, and he's a solid prospect. You give anyone in the country a fight. Well. Yeah, you give anyone in the country a fight him, and he's going to be ready to go. Hopefully he wins Saturday night, be 7-0, and you know, and that way at 10 you're looking at titles. So you know, it won't be long before we're having to tell him to step up for 10 rounders.
Mm-hmm. And then another kid we met for the first time, but I believe he's been signed to you for a few months. Is another really cracking amateur in Jack Daniel.
Yeah, Jack has got a fantastic pedigree, particularly in the juniors and amateurs. He's had a couple of years out, but again, he's come into the mould, and he's started sparring and training with all the kids at the gym there. And his first fight as a pro, so we'll have to see how it goes and how long it'll be for him. But with the pedigree, you know, he shouldn't be long before he's in the mix in that way.
He took it out for a legitimate reason as well, because he went to university, didn't he?
I'm not 100% sure. I know he's an accountant, but I don't know if
well, that's why he went to university to get his degree and everything, and passed all his exams, and now he's a professional fighter as well as a...
I might have another clever boxer. There's not many of them about, is there?
No.
Yeah, but no, he makes his debut on Saturday, and I'm looking forward to seeing him. I watched him last night at the public workout, and he looked quite sharp. So yeah, I'm excited about what we can do with him.
And our kid in the away corner in Terry.
Yeah, Terry Needham. He's been out for a while, Terry, and back in the gym. To be honest with him, it's a big ask for him to step in a week's notice and fight someone of the quality of Darren Tetley, but Terry can whack a little bit. He can be awkward, so he's not without a shout, even though we know it's a difficult one. But it's the opportunities that he come back for. You know what I mean? He didn't want any fight, put me in the home corner and give me an easy night. He said to me, "Look, you know, I'm getting on a bit. I can fight. Get me some fights where hopefully I can turn them over from the away corner." And that's what he's going to have a good do at Saturday night. So Tetley's favourite, but he'll be in a fight.
Yeah, well, it's cracking shows that is. You've got a couple of purses that you've just won, which could turn into cracking shows as well.
Well, I mean, the good thing for that is now we're in control of when the fights can happen, and the lads will know when it's happening. Whereas before, you know, for 3 months when we thought there was a deal done, he went back out to purse bid. So it was 3 months of our lads' careers which we stalled, and now we've won the purse bids, which, as I say, was a bit of a shock. Thought maybe he might win one, but to win the 2 puts a bit of pressure on us without TV.
Well,
so
which are the 2 then, so everyone knows?
Well, we've won the purse bids for Ryan Walsh against our lad Isaac Lowe, which will be a cracking fight.
That's
and then
the British title then?
the British title featherweight, and we won the purse bids for Tommy Langford against our lad Jack Arfield, British middleweight, and again that'll be a cracking fight. So I got till next Wednesday, so nearly a week, to decide on the dates and venues. So I'm speaking with a couple of TV people to see if they can help me out. If not, you know, I'm just going to have to do a punt and run with it. And when I put the purse bids in, and wasn't sure I was going to win them, but I knew if I did win them I'd lose money. But at least the lads know they're going to get their opportunities, and the thing is, for me, we've got chances of winning both those fights. They're not easy, they're both 50-50 fights, but you know, we'll work as hard as we can to win those fights, and if we do win it, I mean, the VIP stable will have 2 British champions out of contract, so they'll be in a good position.
Well, the good thing about this, you'll get a chance on Saturday night to have a bit of a closer look at Tommy Langford, because he's fighting on that show.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who he's fighting. They're bringing in someone from abroad, so I don't expect a tough fight for Tommy on Saturday night. And you know what? I've seen enough of him. We know what we're getting off Tommy Langford, so we don't have to look at him anymore.
Well, I'm not going to ask you to make predictions on our own fighters, but there's one that's, I think, intriguing a lot of people in Tyrone Nurse against Jack Cattrall.
Yeah, great fight. I'm looking forward to that, because what you've got, the classic boxer v puncher here, haven't you? And it will be Tyrone Knight boxes him or Jack Cattrall chins him. 12 rounds fights. I've got a suspicion that Cattrall will land during those 12 rounds. I don't know when it'll be. It might be 3, 4, it might be 10, 12, but I think when he does land, he'll win, but he'll be behind, that's for sure.
Right, okay. Thanks, Steve. Catch up with you soon. Bye,
No
mate.
problems. Yeah.